I would like to present to you a program packed with incredible information. You will not find this anywhere on internet. You can search all you want. You can search YouTube, but you will not find all this information put in one place in the format that I will be presenting to you. Not only this program, but all my programs are packed with very useful information. You can search by state, you can locate your particular location in the state, and I would also like to encourage you to submit suggestions in the comments. What state would you like me to reveal? Because I have information um, regarding buried treasure, uh, buried and lost gold mines, and such in every state, in pretty much every country all over the world. I have spent many years in order to gather all this information, and I'm releasing it here every week. So please submit your suggestions. What next state would you like me to cover? The site of Mohave, near Mohave Springs and around 20 miles due east of Lake Havasu City in Mohave County, is said to play host to a sizable gold nugget cache. Fort Mohave was burned down in 1861 to deny Confederate forces control of the fort. It was then rebuilt in 1863, and the new Fort Mohave served until the year 1890. The gold cache is said to be buried underneath the ruins of a carpenter shop on the north side of the fort. On the east side of Bronco Canyon, some 30 miles to the northeast of Fort McDowell in Maricopa County, it is said that around 75,000 worth of gold nuggets are buried. Now, it would be a lot higher, the amount in today's dollars. This treasure was said to have been buried by two miners in 1891 under a rock shaped like a toadstool close to a small spring. They were unable to find the buried treasure again. The lost treasure of Telegraph Pass is said to have been buried in the vicinity of Telegraph Pass in the year 1870 in a flat campground whose distinctive feature was a small butte to its east. This campground was said to be below Montezuma's Head, somewhere on the southern end of the Estrella mountain range in Yavapai County. Buried here is about 50,000 in gold and jewelry. Now, close to Montezuma's Head, there is another reported buried treasure which supposedly contains up to $2 million in gold bars, much higher in today's dollars. Due west of Santa Rosa Wash, between the town of Santa Rosa and the city of Casa Grande, there is said to be a buried cache of some 1,000 rifles and pistols hidden by the Native Americans in 1880. This places it in the Papagayo Indian Reservation in Pima County. Now, in a cave on the east side of the Estrella Mountain Range and to the south of Butterley Peak, there is said to be a deep box canyon that runs east to west. This canyon lies somewhere midway between Butterfly Peak and Montezuma's Head. A cache of 30 bags of gold nuggets and 50 solid gold bars is reported to be hidden here. The legendary sunlit cave treasure has been sought after by many treasure hunters. This tremendous cache is said to contain tons upon tons of Spanish gold bullion. The cave of which the legends tell is supposedly 15 to 20 miles due south of Ehrenberg in Yuma County. It's on the Arizona side of the Colorado River. Close to Rancho de Los Yumas, around 40 miles due north of Yuma City in Yuma County, it is said that a number of chests full of gold were buried on the Colorado River's east bank. Now, this treasure was said to have been hidden by a prospector named William Rodd in 1875. In 1897, around $1,000 worth of $20 gold pieces were found in the vicinity, but the main treasure had never been found. The lost Laguna treasure is said to be located close to the modern-day Laguna Dam between the Laguna Mountains and Mohave County and the Colorado River. According to the legend, a band of Native Americans ambushed a group of miners and threw their bodies into a gorge in the hills near present-day Laguna Dam. Along with the gold they mined, so the gold is right where the bodies are. This gold is said to consist of 50 pounds of gold nuggets. If you enjoy this program, please like it, subscribe it, and share it. Around Yuma Crossing, close to present-day Yuma City, there is said to be $80,000 in gold and silver coin buried on the east banks of Colorado River. This treasure was supposedly buried by a man named Lincoln in the 1850s. Along an old trail between Cochise County and Wilcox, around 60,000 of gold bullion is alleged to have been buried by the Alvord gang in the late 1800s. In the mountains north of Tucson, Arizona, there is reported to be a gold mine that was buried under collapsed earth and wooden logs. It is said that the mine was once staffed by a priest and some Native Americans. The only distinguishing characteristics of it was its iron door. No one has ever been able to find it since the collapse. Another point of interest in the Superstition Mountains was said to have been discovered in the 1840s. A Spaniard, along with his two sons, unearthed valuable ore near a place that was known to some as Weaver's Needle, named by its sharp peak. The Spaniard would dub this newly established mine Sombrera, similarly because of the shape of Weaver's Needle. As the family was traveling to Mexico, however, they were assaulted by Apaches. Only the Spaniard's sons would survive this attack. The two were reported to have come back to the mine sometime later. Not long after this event, a man named Jacob Waltz, a Dutchman, would appear in Phoenix carrying a bag full of gold nuggets. When asked where he found the gold, he refused to tell. He also refused to file a claim for his mine. His visits to Phoenix to sell his gold would continue. He would disappear into the mountains to the east, with few able to catch up to him. Most who try would become lost in the mountains. Those who could catch up were shot at by him, and he was said to have killed 8 men in all. Rumors abound that the mine was not of his own discovery at all, that he himself tailed a band of Mexican prospectors, killed them all, and claimed the mine for himself. The version is that he caught wind of the tale of their fortunate discovery and found it that way. According to the account, Jacob Waltz left a bag of gold nuggets to a man he had become friends with, along with a map that supposedly pointed to his mine. This man would search for the rest of his life to no avail. To the present day, stories would spread about the lost Dutchman mine, attracting many treasure hunters. Only some of those who looked for the mine would return alive, often after being shot at from out of nowhere, and ultimately becoming discouraged from their search. Some would be found in the wilderness having succumbed to gunshot wounds. To this day, no one has found the lost Dutchman mine. If you enjoy this program, please like it, subscribe it, and share it.